Hello and welcome to another video. Today we'll be looking at a strategy you can use to trade Gbpusd on the 1 hour time frame. On my screen I have Gbpusd and as you can see our price is going up more like an uptrend on the 1 hour time frame. Okay, right now I have about five indicator windows that I'm going to use to trade Gbpusd on the 1 hour time frame. Now, on the first window, which is the main window, this is the main window. I have some indicators on the main window that is going to assist me in generating signals. Okay, right now, what I have around here is my bullish signal. What I have here is my bullish signal. Okay, because price suddenly surge up, have a sudden spike up of price above the moving average belt around here. So I'll have my bullish signal around here. Okay, if we're going to check back in history, this is where you have your bearish signal because price suddenly drops, okay, below the belt. Okay, so that's your bearish signal. What about the trend? Let's look at how you can determine your bullish trend or your bearish trend. Now for bearish trend, the belt will need to drop below this gray line, this particular gray line that you can see around here. Okay, the belt will need to drop below the gray line. For a bullish trend, the belt we need to rise above the gray line like you have around here. The rise above the green line around here is your indication that the trend has changed to a bullish trend. Okay, apart from that very gray line, you also have another gray line. Okay, when the belt drop below the two gray lines like you have around here, that's a solid confirmation of trend like you have around here. Okay, you have the first gray line to be around here, you have the second green line to be around here. So when the belt, the moving average belt, if the belt drops below both the two gray lines like you have around here, that's a good confirmation of bearish trend. So bullish trend on the other hand will be the same method. When the belt rises above the two gray lines, that will be a solid confirmation of bullish trend. So that's that for the main window. Don't forget, when you want to have your signal, you look for a sudden drop in price below the belt. What do I mean by the belt? The collection of the moving averages, the purple moving averages, the orange moving average, and the green moving averages. Okay, if price suddenly drops below the band, the moving average band, then you have your sell signal. But if price suddenly spike above the band, you have your buy signal. Now, if price spike above the band, the stop loss will be below the low of that particular candle that spiked, above the band. Same thing for bearish trend. If price drops below the band, the stop loss will be above the eye of the bearish candle. So that's that for the main chart. Don't forget these two gray. If the belt is between the two gray lines, okay, like you have the two gray lines around here. There's the first gray line, there's the second gray line. Now the belt is between the two. That's a range. But if the belt drops below the two, you have your bearish trend confirmation. If the belt rises above, the moving average, green, orange, and purple belt, if it rises above the two, then you have your bullish trend confirmation. So let's look at the settings for these moving averages on the main chart. Let's look at the settings. Okay, let's go to the main chart, the parameters. Going to the parameters, we have fractals. for the main chart, and then moving averages, several moving averages. Okay, the first moving average is 21 EMA is orange. Okay, the second moving average, one of the grays, you have 240 simple moving average applied to close, color is gray. Then the third one is 850 simple moving average applied to close, color is also gray. So the two gray moving averages are simple moving averages, and the first one is 240, the second one is 850. Now the fourth moving average is 10 exponential moving average, color is green. Now, apart from the fourth, we have the fifth. The fifth moving average is 30 EMA, color is purple. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, the sixth moving average is 11 EMA, color is uh, green. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The seventh is 12 EMA, color is also green. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The 8 is 13. So we have 10, 11, 12, 13 EMA. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. The ninth is 14. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 EMA is all green. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now that's the last one for the green. That's 50 EMA, and the color is green. Now let's look at it. The 11th moving average: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Now the 11th one, we have 29 EMA. The color is purple. So if we go to the 12th moving average: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Now the 12th is 28. So we have 30, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25. So this is 28 EMA. Okay, the next one should be 27 EMA, and the next one should be 26 EMA, and the last moving average on the main chart is 25 EMA. So we have 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, and 30. They are all purple lines. Then we have 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 EMAs. They are all green lines. Okay, don't forget that the only orange line there is 21 EMA. Okay, and then we have the gray and the gray lines, that is 240 SMA and 850 SMA. So that gives you the indicators on the main chart. All right, let's go to indicator window 1. Let's look at the parameters, the settings for indicator 1. We just have RSI, and the period is 10. Applied to weighted close, color is blue. And the levels, we have 80, 75, 70, 30, 25, 20, 50. Okay, the color is black for the RSI. Now let's look at how it works. How it works is, for the RSI on the main chart, we have the RSI blue line. When it drops below the 50 level, that is our sell signal. This is our sell signal. When the RSI line drops below the 50 level, that's our sell signal. Okay, of course, when it rises above the 50 level, that's our buy signal. If you look at what happened on the main chart, you see that we have a buy, we have a spike up of the candle above the belt. Okay, so that's a buy signal. This is a sell signal. You have a spike down. Okay, of the belt. Okay, all right. So it's so easy. Of course, when the blue moving average, the blue relative strength index line, when it's okay, when it's on the lower levels, that's your support. Price must have gotten to support, and they expect it to rise. Of course, when it gets to the higher levels, that's price must have gotten to the resistance, and they expect price to slide or drop. Okay, so that's that for indicator window 1. Let's go to indicator window 2. Now let's look at the parameters for indicator window 2. Okay, we just have ATR. The period is 14. and the color is blue. Okay, now the essence of the ATR is just to know if you are going to place stop loss, what should be your stop loss calculation. So that will be adding the ATR. Like if you have, if around this uh, axis, we are going to sell. If you want to place any trade, it's going to be a sell around here. Now these are spike bar. These are this black, very black candles are spike bar. So we'll be placing stop loss above the bearish candle. But we are going to measure ATR above that, above the high of the black candle. Measure ATR above the high. So if we are going to do that, we'll go for the ATR value in that particular line, and that is 0.00233. So that means we are going to add 0.00233 to the value of that, of the high of that candle. So adding that to give us somewhere around here. So that will be your stop loss. Okay, of course, if your stop loss is this depth, multiply that by 3 for you to get your, multiply the depth from the stop loss to the entry level 3 times downward. That will give you a take profit. Okay, now that's that for ATR, to measure stop loss and take profit. Okay, now there's another side to it. If the if the RSI line is dropping, like you have a drop here, okay, and the ATR is also dropping, that means that's a strong bearish direction. But RSI line is dropping here and ATR is rising, so just stay out, okay, and observe, or use other indicator windows to place your trade. But if RSI line is dropping and ATR line is also dropping, that's a good confirmation that it's going to be a very profitable trade, and you can easily enter for sell. Same thing if RSI line is rising, like it's rising around here, and your ATR line is also rising, okay, that's a good confirmation for you to buy. But for this particular example, the ATR line is falling, so you may just use other indicator windows to place your trade. Okay, now let's go to indicator window 2. Let's look at the parameters for indicator window 2. Okay, indicator window 2 have stochastic and MACD. Okay, no, for indicator window 3 rather, you have stochastic and MACD. Okay, now for the parameters for the stochastic oscillator, we have 20 percentage K is 20, percentage D period is 3, slowing is 3, price field is close on close, method is simple. The main star color is green, the signal star color is red, and the levels are 95 and 5, color is blue. That's that for the stochastic oscillator. For the MACD, we have fast EMA to be 20, slow EMA to be 26, MACD SMA to be 9. Apply to close. Now the main star color is red, and the signal star color is blue. Now if we go to the chart, when the lines, I'm talking about these lines, we have the green, okay, the green and the moving average, okay, and the red, okay. If they both cross, okay, of course, the green and the red, if we go to the parameters, the stochastics having red and green, so those are the stochastics lines. Okay, when they cross the MACD line, MACD blue line, that's your buy signal. Okay, but when they drop below the MACD line, that's your sell signal. Like you have a drop below the MACD line around here, that's a sell signal. So it's that easy. Buy signal, sell signal, buy signal, sell signal. Okay, you can see this buy signal, and this is also another sell signal when the stochastic lines drop below the MACD blue line. Okay, that gives you, this is a sell signal. Okay, that now this is a buy signal you have around here, not very far from the sell signal. That's what you have around here. So that's that for indicator window 3. Now let's look at the indicator window 4. You just have MACD, and the fast EMA is 25, slow EMA is 20, MACD SMA is 7. Apply to weighted close. Now the color of the main style is red. The color of the signal style is green. Now the essence of this is just to shape out, okay, like look at the shape, how it gives a like a bulging shape that pans out or reduces, that contracts. If you look at what's happening around here, okay, see like expansion and contraction. So basically, when you have expansion from the very low state, it now starts to expand upward and expand. If the two indicator windows expand outward, that means you should go for a buy trade. You should place a buy trade. You have expansion, they are expanding outward. This is expanding outward, and the MACD is expanding outward. So you look for buy. And if you look at what's happening on the main chart, you have like an uptrend. Okay, you have like an uptrend on the main chart. So expansion goes for uptrend development. Okay, like this expanding outward, this expanding outward, uptrend development. So contraction, like this, the expansion here, the expansion here. Now contraction, that gives you, like, you can see contraction. You can see this very shape here. Let me just move this to the right side. You can see it reducing in size here at the top, and it's also reducing the size at the bottom. So when you start to have contraction, when it's now coming towards the when the bulge is now reducing, then you go for sell. If you look at what's happening on the main chart, price is also falling on the main chart. Okay, so that's the idea of indicator window 4. You compare it with indicator window 3, the MACDs, and you start to look at the expansion. If it's expansion, you go for buy. Like you have expansion around here. Around here you have expansion, you go for buy. If it's contraction, you go for sell. So that's basically how the strategy works. Okay, so you can click the subscribe button, subscribe to the channel, so that you get to see our other videos, our other strategies on how to trade. You can click the like button, like the video. Also click the bell button below the video for notification, so that you see you'll be given an alert, okay, when we release another video that will teach you, or that will explain how you can trade forex or volatility index. We have our website www.binfxtrader.com. We also have another website, fxfables.com. If you visit these two websites, you get to learn more on how to trade forex and volatility index. All right, that's that for this strategy. It's a very good strategy. You can use it on any time frame. Okay, apart from using it on any time frame, you can use zoom level 3 or 2. Okay, you can even use the maximum. You can zoom in completely, or you can zoom out a little. Okay, depending on how legible or how you can see the chart, but it's better you use zoom level, not the maximum, the next one after the maximum, or the next one after the next one, like the middle zoom level, something like this is okay. Or you can expand it a little bit. Okay, not the maximum. This is the maximum. No, it will be too wide, okay, for your view. But if you can reduce it to the next level, or even to the next level, the next two levels, so it should be okay for you. Okay, so that settles, or that answers the aspect of the zoom level. All right, it's a very good strategy. If you look at made a trade, okay, and I have a buy, been able to place stop loss to protect the trade. Okay, you can see price continue to stay and bounce above the belt. Okay, so I got a signal somewhere around here, and I was able to ride, okay, with a trend that is developing. Of course, by the time the belt gets above the second gray line, then I'll have a full bullish trend development. And I'll continue to ride this trade as price permits. So that's that for the strategy. That's all for the video. Till I come your way next time.